Hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here with Julius, or whatever his name is, and Tertium, or Tertium, I don't know how you call it. But yeah, we will see what he has to say. You will accompany me back to your camp, where I will meet with your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, however, there is something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will need to be transported here. That task falls to Legionaries Marcellinus and Octavia, who will pilot Magitech armor to your headquarters. You are to inform them that we are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the ill for further details in those words. Once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. Okay, let's do that. Alrighty, we are here with Marcellinus. You again. Ask the ill, he said. So that's to be the way of it after all this. That sounds weird. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, then so be it, for the glory of Garlemald. Is he gonna, like, suicide mission? What do you want with me? Excuse me. Ask the ill, so Lord Quintus has reached a decision. I knew he would understand, that he would recognize the savage is a ruthless, merciless creature, and to defeat him we too must be uncompromising. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Varus, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfill my duty. Well, that's odd, but let's go meet Julius. And here we are. Have you done as instructed? Yes, their duties involve more than the transportation of supplies, don't they? What do you mean by a steal? I doubt he's gonna tell us, no? Duty is rarely a simple thing. We have been given additional orders, though whether we will be required to follow them depends entirely on your contingent. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There is one other matter, a place I'd like to visit on the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me. Let's go there. Alrighty, we are here. Julius lingers by the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on. Guess that's probably where he lived. Would make sense, at least.
This is my home. Our home. At least it was until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside. But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to.
That's why he doesn't want to accept that they can be cured. Because then he, you know, could have saved them. Makes sense?
I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning. To somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised.
Well, they're not here anymore, right? So, technically?
The Garlean flag bears a chain. The bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center. The blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald. But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us? I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
It's no use.
Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
Aww.
It's so cold.
Painfully so. Unbearably.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varus at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people. One race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum. Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varus and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust? All of us lost in a sea of chaos, searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms. A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics. To see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined. But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
all of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship. Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too. Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand, to refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Yes. Yes, I have. God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace.
Sure.
But not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
I pray I am up to the task.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Thank you, Alice.
Whoa, hello there. I have them.
The scouts have secured Alize and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
Ambush!
Seriously, they just really don't want our help. Like, why are we so hard-pressed on helping them? Like, they're literally attacking us.
The loyal soldiers of the First Legion, proud servants of Garlemald, of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return! Stop, both of you!
This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
You're literally like,
We
let us
received an
help
urgent
you.
communication
will
from the
kill
Grand
you.
Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure. Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies! Every word!
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the ill stand down.
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
Inform her that we will honor the 10th's decision. Bereft of hope, and now dignity. I release you from your duty. All of you. I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity. We are ghosts, you and I, memories of days gone by. Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
Oh. Oh no.
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
Oh snap. Much more has occurred since last we met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus. Well, good luck. You need an Ouija board for that? Strange bedfellows. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. Nothing. They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they are sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic, or perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Isn't it literally what we've been doing the whole time? Just force our aid on them? Go with Judas back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can and get. What I can get. Alphino, Alizé, and the scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I will also have our other comrades in the area lend their support should it be needed. Understood. Well, let's go then. Alrighty, we are back. Never Ancholas. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Too late for what? What's happened? Well... Sir Quintus, he took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then when he was alone, he... No, he wouldn't. Bankert and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free, free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, where... I've just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Well, if they don't, we just force them. Some would rather die, but most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned, we just want to live. We need to speak with the refugees, they'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see they reach our camp safely. Why don't we just scream into the room? Anyone who wants to come to the camp where we can look after them, raise your hand and we pick them out. And we say anyone who wants our help otherwise and stay here, we can bring supplies, you can take them if you want. Yeah, let's go. Alrighty, let's see if those people want our help. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it, to think we could reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. There's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me with you, please. Okay. Well, I got the fight sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments and now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in the Ethereum is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more of us. More use for me and my skills over at your camp. Nice. Wait, can I attune to it now? Nice. I like it. Okay, let's go talk to Flavius. Alrighty, so I don't think he's actually gonna make it. Ah, it's you, the one who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us, not that it makes much difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages, after a while the words start to lose meaning until all you're left with is anger and fear and hate. I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'd be glad to accept. Nice. Damn. This is pretty terrible. We have much to discuss. I'll rescue the attack on Camp Broken Glass. What we'd hoped to talk about with Quintus. But all of that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Then why are you mentioning it now? Are any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? Yeah, let's try all of them. I think the 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and tempered skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's Chain. Courtesy of our Lominsan friends. I'd save it for the tempered though. I'll mark a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. Let's do that. Alrighty, we secured the whole way. I still don't get why the big threats are the thingies that show up when you interact with something and not those monsters just walking by and that could literally attack you at any second, but whatever. Ah, there you are. As expected, I ran into a few beasts who went down without much of a fight. The tempered proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. With that taken care of, I'm to gather a few supplies and then return to the station. While I see to that, would you mind apprising Lucia of our progress? As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scouting forays, but I saved that for later. First things first and all that. Let's do that. Alrighty, here we are. Nura, I was informed of Quintus's suicide. It must have come as a great shock to his men. What of the refugees? I'm told some were receptive to our proposal, but I would hear your first-hand account. That so many did not hesitate to accept proves how desperate their situation has become. We'll do our best to make them feel welcome. The troops who participated in the ambush are no exception. They will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugees. Perfidy notwithstanding. After all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. We will tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under the direct orders of the legatus, and that following his suicide they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quintus thought that had he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal, and his men punished with him. Perhaps by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability, or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. Okay, and just so I said it, if you need help with anything, don't do that stuff. Talk to someone. Get help. Ask for help. Everyone would rather help you than not having you around anymore. I'm 100% sure about that. So yeah, please seek help if you need it. Really, don't think you're a bother or anything. Ask people for help if you need it. Just throwing it out there. Whoever needs this or to hear this, I don't know. I mean, if you're struggling with something, you can also message me. I try to respond. So yeah, if you don't have anyone to talk to, but please contact a hotline or something, like they are hopefully trained in that stuff, so yeah. But yeah, let's continue. Who can say I didn't know the man or his heart, his reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him, and then falls to us to clean up the mess. That is true. In from the cold. I assume you're curious about how matters have progressed here in your absence, quite well as it happens. Now that we've procured ceruleum from Tepra's den, the recently repaired heaters can provide much needed warmth. Furthermore, we've prepared sufficient food for everyone. Those from the tertium shall find a hot meal waiting upon their arrival. There's one for you, so go ahead and get some well-earned rest. I believe that we're capable of wielding a ladle or two without your assistance. On your way, might I ask you to seek out Y'shtola? She was but recently attending to the wounded, but she's meant to be taking a rest herself. See that she is. Alrighty, let's do that. Alrighty, we are here with Y'shtola. Yes, I've been taking proper breaks and imbibing sufficient water, but what of the Warrior of Light? You and the twins have an established history of reckless disregard for your own well-being. We're all fortunate that none of you landed yourselves in my care. I've already quite enough to deal with between the tempered and the first wounded. Alas, though I commend their bodies, the toll their experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. For their sakes we mustn't waver, but nor must we rush ahead in eagerness to see the day won, and in so doing invite disaster. Upon settling down for supper, several cutscenes. Okay. I just recommended. Yeah. Let's have some supper. We need it.
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
Warmth. At last.
Marvelous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Leminson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
The hells you did! We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
I did a damn sight more than you, you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back!
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
He's like, that reminds me of me and my siblings.
At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it. I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
He's like, ugh, savage food.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
It's like, what? Spices? Seasoning? What's that?
I know this is not a dream, and yet... I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination, that my world had been forever changed. And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible. Were it not for you and your fellow scions, the rifts between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged. The Grand Company of Eorzea, the Ilsabard contingent. We owe it all to you. We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter.
As do I. We often don't have the luxury of choice. I don't know. I mean, who doesn't like joy?
I'm honored to fight by your side. As an Eorzean and Garlean both, I shall do all in my power to bring my peoples together.
Imagine you're like, ugh, I'm happy, I hate it. Disgusting. I hate being happy.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
Is that flower gonna be a whole thing? Ooh.
On behalf of the Gallian Empire, thank you for inviting me today.
What? Emperor Varys?
They are being tempered. The talismans. Quickly!
I didn't really give them talismans as soon as they came here.
Save me, brave hero! Ahem. My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Yeah, I'd rather be kidnapped like this. At least that's in style, kinda, you know? Instead of him just jumping out of a bush and being like, here, come with me now.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short. I shall begin the preparations.
Now, it is time for you to awaken.
Oh, yummy. He invited me to dinner. Way better than that soup,
Good
probably.
morrow to you. Here, have a taste before it gets cold. Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh.
Excuse me, what?
So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing.
Did they just brain swap me?
We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Owlus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo. His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject.
I want to see what I look like without the helmet before I can reach a verdict. If I'm back my body, this is such a pain in the ass. I'm loving it. It's fun.
Come now. To us Asians, it is no different from trying on new clothes. Why not make the most of it by partaking in this fine cuisine?
Yeah, the food does look delicious. Just eat it, man.
I must say, I have gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord.
I mean, like, did you see? Before we had some cheap soup. And I mean, at least then the other people can have more soup, you know? At least I don't eat it. I mean, this stuff looks amazing. Just eat it. You know, Sinos doesn't
When I
want to
discovered
just
that
kill
his
you like that.
friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner.
That's nice, thank you.
He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes.
As if he didn't want me over for dinner. I'm his best friend.
Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate.
Wait, is Varys in there?
Ah, exposition is in order. The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple.
I'm all in with that.
But people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then?
Varys, or the Emperor.
Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course. As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Osgalvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas One might even call them prayers. A supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself. And lo, the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their anima.
Damn.
It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of anima itself. An ingenious design. Would you not agree, my lord?
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery. Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria. I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion. Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star. The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone. At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
No way he's gonna leave me in that
Oh.
body.
Will you not finish your meal?
No?
There is
I mean,
only
he wants
one
to fight
thing
me.
that can sate my hunger. And it would seem my friend has lost her appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion, but clearly we are above such pretensions. While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself. more together.
He takes my body! Oh my god, I can't! Oh my god!
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak.
I'm loving this though. Like, that's hilarious.
We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me later for my generosity.
Oh my god, I'm loving this. That's amazing. Oh my god. I can even watch. Oh my god. No?
Ah,
Oh.
there it is. Your camp, I believe.
Let's go watch, please. I wanna see what he's gonna do.
If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making her way there as we speak.
Yeah, let's watch. I mean, let's be real. Fair though, fair, you know.
Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy.
Is he gonna fight as a warrior?
Ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue.
Wait, is that me? No, no way, huh?
Tempered soldiers.
I'm me.
With standing orders to kill those not sworn to anima.
Okay, here's my soul and my body is with Xenos. Okay, damn, I got confused.
Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
Oh, so we're gonna do a race. Let's go. I'm probably gonna be terrible at this. Do I have some abilities? Oh no. I'm a paladin. Wait. Oh my gosh, I have to hurry! Where do I even have to go? Oh, reach Camp Broken Grass. Then I have to... No, don't stun me.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows. Scurrying about like a rodent.
Oh, there's something there. Oh. thing is gonna turn around, no? Okay. Am I even going the right way? I am not. No. Ah, he's still after me. How am I supposed to reach it if I... Can I cross this? No. Weapon has been damaged, but the weaponry should still function. You may be able to clear a path if you can find the identification key and fuel. Oh no. Weapon turn, thank goodness. Here, take this key. Okay, I have a key. But now I need fuel. Or do I have to? Oh man! He probably doesn't have fuel. Oh, a medkit. No. But I probably need a wreck, no? But I looked at all of them. Need fuel. Should I have not inspected them before going to the other one? Over there is something. Let's sneak. You will not see me. I'm like a ninja. Really? No. Oh, there's something. There are a few things. Fuel concealing wreckage. No! Go away! Oh. Can that claw please stop? Yo, how long is that thing? Oh, now we have tempered coming at us. Oh no. Maybe they give up a bit faster than the claw? Oh no. Please leave me alone. Please. Fast. Huh? Actually, I need more fuel. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get there. Oh, wait, what? Did I have to pick something else up? How am I supposed to find that again? Oh. Oh my god. It's gonna be just pure pain. I probably picked the worst route. Do I have time for that? Probably not. Am I actually gonna make it? Please, please, please. Faster. Nice. Oh. Oh shit. No. Oh, there we go. Run. Wait, I don't have to go this way? I don't have time for this. wanna do the whole thing again. No, don't attack me. Oh no. Oh no. Did I die? Did I do it? Unable to escape the blast, you begin to lose consciousness. Oh. Oh no. No, no, no. I was not ready for that. Oh my gosh, I'm not ready for that. No. Oh, thank God. I'm called to safety and regain consciousness. Do I actually have to... Oh my God. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I think so. Oh my gosh, we're actually crawling. We're crawling. You kidding me? Did we do it?
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully, there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Eulus? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment. But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
Don't worry, I'm crawling my way there. It's only a matter of time until I'm there.
Of all the bloody times for a disappearing act.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence.
Really? They thought
Where
it's a
even to begin the
coincidence?
search? No one saw her leave in the chaos, and we've no trail to follow.
While I know full well she can handle herself, I worry all the same.
Ah, speak of the devil.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be so fun.
Well, time to call off the search.
To be honest, like, fair play. That plan is
closed.
insane. That's so good.
That's her, over there.
Oh, she knows. She knows.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive her presence?
I am. Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But...
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Imagine now I talk with Sinus' voice.
Now. All's well that ends well. Are you all right?
Good thing I barely speak.
Are you all right?
I
Who
love
are
my
you?
evil face. I'm sorry if I did this way too much. Whoa! Oh yeah, he's a Reaper now. I forgot. I'm a Reaper now. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, tell them who it is. Take the helmet off. Take the helmet off. I wanna see. I don't know what I look like. Maybe I wanna stay in this body. I doubt it.
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies you must go.
See, nothing even happened. Oh, it was fun.
But where are my manners? You have all traveled so very far, and I have yet to pay my respects. Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective, that. Charitable souls that you are, you bent over backwards to aid them. Heedless of the delay. Predictable to a fault. And so my plan approaches completion unhindered.
Damn, he is actually just so... Like, he's just a pain in the ass. Like, literally, the whole time, he's just like, how can I make everyone miserable? Like, literally, he's just sitting in his room or whatever, and he's like, how can I make people miserable today?
Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether. And then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles.
But he had some flavor to it, you know?
The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days!
Can we see the face? Guess not. I love the evil smirks.
The gods themselves will be my meal. Your dear companions my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake.
I'm sorry, I'm loving this so much.
All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
Oh man, this is so much fun. Like, it's messed up and weird, but it's so much fun. Like, damn. Oh, hello there.
For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. She's awake.
Can't I stay evil, please? That was fun. Man, I wanted to see what I looked like. Is everyone alright? So I'm not dead yet. Guess I'm not dead. Otherwise I would be rid of all of them.
Perfectly fine, yes. I hope the same can be said of you.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm Gucci. I always am. Somehow.
Everything in working order? That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly. Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
You're certain you're well, nothing out of place, no missing bits. Good, though I won't promise the same for Daniel and Xenons after I'm through with them. How much must these people suffer before they're satisfied? How many cruel, pointless tricks must they play? Prelude to the final days or no, this ends now. Alrighty, but this episode is pretty long, so we're gonna end it here. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see, and obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and bye bye!